Welcome to Little English Studio, the channel where we bring history, culture, and the wonders of our world to life in clear and simple English. Today, we travel to the heart of Indonesia, to a land surrounded by misty volcanoes and endless rice fields, where one of the greatest monuments of human faith and imagination rises from the earth like a stone mountain. This is Borobudur, the magnificent Buddhist temple that has stood for more than 12 centuries, telling stories of the universe, the human soul, and the path to enlightenment. Let's begin our journey. In the heart of central Java, not far from the city of Yogyakarta, lies the valley of Kedu, a land of deep green and constant mist, surrounded by volcanic mountains like Merapi and Merbabu. Somewhere between heaven and earth in this fertile land stands Borobudur, the largest Buddhist monument ever built. From above it looks like a giant mandala, a cosmic diagram carved in stone, symbolizing the universe itself, but for centuries it was hidden from the world. After its construction in the 9th century, Borobudur was abandoned and gradually swallowed by the jungle. Volcanic ash and tropical vegetation covered its terraces, and for almost 500 years the temple lay forgotten. Local villagers spoke of a haunted mountain, a place where spirits lived. It was not until 1814 that Borobudur was rediscovered by Sir Thomas Stamford Raffles, the British governor of Java. His engineers, led by H.C. Cornelius, cleared away the vegetation, revealing an enormous monument unlike anything seen before. What they uncovered was not just a ruin, but a stone encyclopedia of Buddhist philosophy, a sacred mountain telling the story of the human journey from ignorance to enlightenment. Borobudur was built during the golden age of the Sailendra Dynasty, around 780–830 AD. The Sailendras were devout Mahayana Buddhists, and their kingdom thrived in central Java, at a time when maritime trade connected Indonesia with India, China, and the rest of Southeast Asia. The exact reason why Borobudur was built remains unknown. There are no written records naming its architect or king, yet its design reveals a deep understanding of both spiritual philosophy and advanced engineering. Built entirely of volcanic stone, more than 2 million blocks of andesite, Borobudur rises like a stepped pyramid, 42 meters high and 123 meters wide. Unlike most temples that are built within a chambers, Borobudur has none. Instead, it is a mountain you walk around and ascend. Each level represents a different stage of human consciousness, leading upward toward the ultimate goal, nirvana. The temple's design follows the structure of the Buddhist cosmos. At the bottom lies Kamadhatu, the world of desires, where humans are trapped by passion and suffering. Above it is Rupadhatu, the world of form, where beings begin to see the truth through meditation and wisdom. At the top is Arupadhatu, the world of formlessness, pure enlightenment. The structure mirrors the human journey, a gradual climb from ignorance to awakening, from earth to heaven. To visit Borobudur is not just to see a monument, it is to walk a spiritual path. Pilgrims in ancient times began their journey at the base, walking clockwise around each terrace in a ritual called pradakshina, symbolizing harmony with the universe. The walls of the lower terraces are covered with more than 2,600 stone relief panels, the longest continuous story carved in stone anywhere on earth. These reliefs tell tales from Buddhist scriptures, especially the Lalitavistara, the life of the Buddha, the Jataka, stories of his previous lives, and the Avadana, parables of moral action. As pilgrims walked along, they read the story of life, sin, and redemption in pictures carved with astonishing detail, ships sailing across oceans, kings on their thrones, farmers harvesting rice, even scenes of love, greed, and war. These carvings are more than decoration, they are teaching tools. They remind travelers that enlightenment cannot be reached through words alone, but through understanding human life itself. At each level, as one walks higher, the walls become simpler, the reliefs fewer. By the time a pilgrim reaches the top, the carvings are gone, just open space and sky. It is as if the temple gently guides the soul to leave behind the noise of the world and enter silence. At the summit of Borobudur lies one of its most striking sights, a circular platform filled with 72 bell-shaped stupas, each containing a serene statue of the Buddha. These stupas are arranged in concentric circles, radiating harmony and balance. In the center stands the largest stupa, symbolizing nirvana, the state beyond form and desire. Unlike the others, this central stupa is empty, a profound symbol that enlightenment cannot be grasped or contained. It is emptiness itself. The stupas, perforated designs, create patterns of light and shadow that change throughout the day, especially during sunrise when the first golden rays pass through the holes, illuminating the Buddhas inside. Each Buddha face looks inward, peaceful and timeless, as if meditating on eternity. Over the centuries, some of the statues lost their heads, stolen, damaged, or simply weathered by time. Yet even in ruins, their calm expressions seem untouched by the ages. Many visitors describe a strange feeling when standing among them, a sense of stillness, as if time itself slows down at the top of Borobudur. One of the most astonishing aspects of Borobudur is its hidden engineering. Though the temple was built without mortar, its design has survived earthquakes, monsoon rains, and volcanic eruptions. The builders used interlocking stones, advanced drainage systems, and symbolic geometry that aligned perfectly with the cardinal directions and the surrounding mountains. Scholars believe Borobudur was not only a temple, but also a cosmic map. When viewed from above, its design resembles a mandala, a symbolic diagram used in Buddhist meditation, representing the universe and the mind. The layout reflects the Buddhist understanding of reality. Everything is interconnected. Water plays a sacred role here. During the rainy season, channels built into the structure direct water away, preventing erosion, a reflection of balance between human creation and nature. Some researchers even believe that Borobudur was once surrounded by a lake, making it appear as if it floated like a lotus flower on water, a symbol of purity rising above the world's illusions. For several centuries, Borobudur thrived as a pilgrimage center, attracting monks and travelers from across Asia. But around the 14th century, Buddhism began to decline in Java, replaced by Hinduism and later Islam. The temple was gradually abandoned. Nature reclaimed the site. Earthquakes shook the island, volcanic ash from Mount Merapi covered the valley. By the time European explorers arrived, Borobudur had disappeared beneath the jungle. When Sir Thomas Raffles ordered the clearing of the site in 1814, he and his team were stunned by what they found. Hundreds of relief panels, Buddha statues, and terraces emerged from the earth, but the rediscovery also brought damage. Treasure hunters took relics, statues were stolen, and the temple suffered from weather and neglect. In the early 20th century, Dutch engineers began restoration work. Yet it wasn't until the 1970s, under a major UNESCO project led by Indonesia and international experts, that Borobudur was fully restored. The project took over 10 years and required dismantling and rebuilding the monument block by block. More than 1 million stones were removed, cleaned, numbered, and replaced. It was one of the largest archaeological restorations in history. In 1991, Borobudur was declared a UNESCO World Heritage Site, recognized not only for its architectural grandeur, but for its message of peace and spiritual harmony. Today, Borobudur stands once again in majesty, visited by millions each year. At dawn, the temple glows gold under the first light of the sun. Mist rises from the surrounding forests, and the sound of birds fills the air. Pilgrims and tourists alike gather in silence, watching as sunlight touches the stone Buddhas one by one. For Buddhists, Borobudur remains a sacred site. Every year on Vesak Day, the celebration of the Buddha's birth, enlightenment and death, thousands of monks in saffron robes walk from Mendut Temple to Borobudur, carrying candles and flowers. They circle the temple in quiet meditation, their chants echoing across the valley, connecting the ancient and the present. Beyond religion, Borobudur also represents Indonesia's cultural heart. It symbolizes unity in diversity, the blending of Indian philosophy, local Javanese beliefs, and artistic genius. For the people of Java, Borobudur is not just a monument of the past, it is a living memory, a teacher in stone that reminds us of harmony between man, nature, and spirit. Standing on its summit, one can see the mountains, the villages, and the endless sky. It is easy to feel small there, and yet deeply connected to everything. Perhaps that was always the message of Borobudur, that enlightenment is not somewhere far away, but found in the act of seeing, walking, and being present in the world. The temple teaches that peace is not something to be reached, but something already within us, like the silent Buddhas waiting in the morning light. And that was the story of Borobudur, the stone mountain of enlightenment. From the mystery of its origins to its rediscovery and revival, Borobudur continues to inspire millions with its beauty, wisdom, and stillness. Thank you for joining us on this journey through time and faith. If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to Little English Studio for more tales of world wonders, ancient civilizations, and cultural treasures, told in clear and simple English. See you in the next video.